So young, baby. Podcast, and it's your girl A Darlene, and we are back again with another motherfucking freak of soul. What's up, y'all? What is good? Ignore my voice. It was my birthday on April the 4th. Tell your girl happy birthday. I am now 26. Well, very much more experienced. But anyways, talk to me nice. I'm 26 now. Yeah. So what's good, y'all? What's yum? My yummy yums. Let's get into this topic. What's for breakfast? I need to start putting it. What's for breakfast? So, am I a dom or a sub? I get this question asked a lot. Or most people ask, like, do I prefer to be a dom or do I prefer to be a sub? I prefer to be both. So that'll make me a switch. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being a switch because, for one, with a dom, like, with a dom, I like being in control. So that part, like, I think I discussed this before on a previous episode. So stop this one and go look at that one. But I like being in control when it comes to sex on a part. Like, if a man wants me to dominate him and like tell him what to do or how to fuck me or how I like this or whatever, like what to do, you know, to get him there, to get him climax, I'm gonna do that. So I'm all for it because basically a dom is just the person who holds the power, and they hold the power of the experience, and you got it. You got the experience the way that you want it to go, but both of us are still pleased. Both of us are still very much aroused. It's just a person is in charge of directing the scene, and I like that. And then with a sub, I love when a man can show me that he can be in control and he knows what he likes and what he wants. Like, if a man tell me, get down on your knees, I'm finna sit on your face, and I want you to put your face in my ass, and I want, you know, like, tell me what's up. Because this man know what he wants and he likes it or whatever. Like, it's cool. Like, I can submit to you. Or, like, I'm going to get on all fours while you sit on my back and tap your dick on my back. I can do that. I can do that. Like, I'm okay with it. You know, like, I don't think it's really nothing off limits. The only thing I told y'all that's off limits with me as of now is feces and pee. I cannot do urine and I cannot do feces. I can't do smells. So, like, that'll be a hard one for me. Right now, I'm not there. I'm not there yet. So, woo, baby. But I really don't prefer one over the other because both positions to me is fun because I'm a pleaser. So, like, me being a pleaser, I'm able to do it all. I'm very well-rounded when it comes to, like, the bedroom or whatever. Like, I could do it all, and I like it. I like that so much. So, for lunch, it's basically me just telling you, like, well, I just told you what a dom is. A dom is a person who holds the power of the experience and guides the experience throughout the way. And a sub is a person who submits to the dom and follows the directions and the do's and don'ts of what not to say and what to say and how to say and when to say it. That's a sub. And it's just like both parties have their roles and you have to play them. Like, if you're going to do that role, if you're going to very much do the role of like playing a dom and a sub or whatever, if that's going to be what's in the bedroom, make sure that's known. Because casual sex, you can tell the difference between casual sex where it's just like, okay, I'm going to ride you first, I'm going to suck your dick. Or they be like, okay, let me eat your pussy. Or, you know, like, they tell, it's like it's still guided, but no one is like in control. Versus where a dom is like, get on your knees, do not say my name. You know, like, shit like that. Like, it's more of a peasant to a king or a queen type shit. But they still respect you to your boundaries and all that. Like, you still have safe words. You still have your limits of where you want to stop or where you want to go. You know, it's still a thing. Like, it's still there. It's nothing is thrown out the window, but they take it to the extent to where they want it and where you want it, basically. So, I mean, it's nothing. It's a fun experience, I would say. So the entree. The entree is how I got started. How I got started. Yes. I know your mouth just dropped. I know your mouth just dropped when you say how she got started. Yes. How I got started. I was a dominatrix. I was a dominatrix at the age of 18. And how I got started was through, I think it was like, where was I at? I think I was at FedEx. Yeah. I was working at FedEx. I had met this older guy. I was 18 at the time. Met this older guy, not my baby daddy. I did my baby daddy at FedEx as well, but whatever. So I was still doing my thing or whatever. And it was just like, well, okay, let's go back a little bit. So when I was 16, I told y'all I was messing with an older guy. Like, I was messing with an older guy. He was like nasty. Like, he was nasty. Like, he liked me to pee on him, and he liked to drink my pee. He liked when I, like, played in his ass and stuff like that. Like, I mean, then I was like, I don't get this. But when I started, like, looking into it more, like, I enjoyed it, but it was just like, I didn't really, I was still trying to figure out sex, if that makes sense. I was still trying to figure out sex, but I was like, like, I gotta stop messing with him, because he likes stuff in his booty, he gay, he this, he that, because I was inexperienced, right? So, moving on to when I graduated high school or whatever, no, my mama did not know, but, like, I had a job, I was working at like Kmart or Dollar General or something like that. But I had a job, and like for my job or whatever, I probably like meet different older men or whatever. Like, I wasn't ugly. Like, I don't think I'm ugly now, you know. So like, I was like, okay, I can see why they want to talk to me or whatever, but I'm just thinking like an older man, like what I'm doing with an older man. And so this one time I was working at the mall. I was working at Aeropostale at this time, right? So this white guy walks in or whatever. He walked in. He was just like, "You're just so beautiful to me." I was like, "Oh, thank you," you know. And he was like, yeah, like, do you, like, are you like having sex? Like, how old are you, for one? And I was like, well, I'm 18. And he was like, oh, that's steep. Like, it was very low or whatever. He was like, well, I am 37. He was 37. I was like, oh my goodness, you are like, oh, he was like, yeah, but listen, hear me out. He was like, how long have you been working here or whatever? Me, y'all, I am a daredevil. Do not judge me. I am a daredevil. So it was just like, and I was also a rebellious ass child. Like, my mama didn't let me do nothing. So like, every opportunity I got to make some money or to do this, I was gonna fucking do it, you know? So, I mean, my little dumb ass was doing shit, but it's okay. I'm experienced now. But anyways, he was just like, okay, so how long have you been working here? And I was just like, well, I've been working here a couple months because I work here and I work at Kmart or whatever. He was like, okay, whatever. He was like, well, I'm married. I was like, ooh. He's like, no, hear me out. So he was just like, have you ever heard of swingers? And I was like, no, what is that? And then he was telling me what swingers were and how they just have sex, get in these groups, have sex with random people, and everybody goes home afterwards, basically. So I'm just like, I don't think I'm that experienced. He was like, well, because it was just so, you know, it was just real right in your face type shit. So I'm just like, wait the fuck a minute. Like, April, what the fuck why are you entertaining this conversation? And he was just like, well, my wife and I are swingers, and we're looking for a unicorn or whatever. I'm like, what's a unicorn? I ain't no horse. And that's when he was like, well, a unicorn is a person who goes in and out of relationships, who helps the couple spice up their life, their sex lives, and all that good stuff, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I've never like been with a woman, so I don't really know how to. He was like, well, that's the thing. She doesn't want you to like sexually be interactive with her, but we're gonna pay you. When he said pay me, because I was trying to get a car, I was trying to, because I was getting ready to go to college or whatever. So I was just like, how much you trying to pay? You know, like, how much we talking, baby? Because I need a new car. I need a car. So he was like, well, we'll pay you 4,500. 45. What? Run that back. 45 what? $4,500, y'all. And I was like, 4,500 to do what, though? And I was like, but I don't really know y'all like that. He was like, yeah, I understand. Like, I completely understand. Like, here's my number. Like, you can take my number down. I want you to think about it or whatever. Like, I want you to, like, dominate my wife. He was like, do you know what that means? And I was like, no. Like, he literally was teaching me. He was like, because he was a police officer. And he was a police officer, so I kind of like trusted him just a little bit, even though I shouldn't have been that naive looking at how shit happened. And now, I was naive as fuck, y'all. I was naive. So I was just like, okay, or whatever. Like, I got your number, whatever. He was like, I just want you to dominate my wife and dominate me. Like, we'll get into like the more, like, if you just text me or call me, whatever, we'll get into more details, you know. Then, so I'm like, okay, well, after I get off work, I'll think about it or whatever. So, you know. So then I was talking to, I talked to this, I had a friend girl who was older than me. All my friends were older than me. All my friends were older than me. So she was more experienced in sex or whatever. So I was asking her about it. Because I was like, he told me he wanted me to do this, and after we had the conversation or whatever, like I was telling her, and she was like, well, that's called a dominatrix and a submissive. She was like, he wants you to be submissive or dominate or whatever. And I was like, well, he told me he wanted me to dominate him and his wife. And then she was like, oh, okay. Then she started sending me videos of what they do, and like I was like, what the hell? I was like, because I got a lot of anger in me. But I was like, not even just me being angry, but like from my past relationships or whatever, like in high school or whatever, and from the older dude that I was messing with, he liked pain. So it was like, you know, like ringing the bell. I was like, oh, okay, so he liked pain. He likes pain. Like he liked it in his ass pain. Like he liked that type of pain. So I'm like, okay, so, but she was like, they do like a lot of things. Like they like put out ashes on your back. They like people shitting on them, peeing on them, stumping on their dick, just crazy shit, slapping them and stomping on like stupid shit. Like they like it, but it's, well, not, I won't say stupid stuff, but weird things that you would never think would turn somebody on. I said it. So I'm like, okay. Then she was like, yeah. She was like, well, are they paying you? I was like, yeah. He said he'll pay me $4,500. And she was like, well, I think you should do it. She was like, because you like sex or whatever, but this would like get you more, because you said you want to be a porn star. This one I was playing or whatever. But she was like, you said you want to be a porn star, so go for it, right? So she was like, I mean, if they'll let me, I'll come with you or whatever, and I can guide you through the process, or I can tell you about it. So I was watching videos before I called him back, y'all. I was watching videos back and forth, whatever, and I was like, what is this? Like, what can I do? Like, how can I get into this role or whatever? But it was just like, I mean, I'm already, and when I just look back, like I already tell people what to do. And like when I was fucking people or whatever, like I like choke them and do like little shit like this. So I was like, I think I can take it to the extent. I just need to know what the fuck they want, right? So then that's when I was probably like 2 weeks later, I called him or whatever. He was like, oh, hey, remember me? And he was like, yeah, you know. So he was like, so have you thought about it? And I was like, yeah. He was like, and just because you thought about it or whatever, and you called me, I paid $6,500. Price just went up, y'all. Right. So I was like, $6,500. What am I gonna do with $6,500? And how the fuck I'm gonna tell my mama I just got $6,500? Whoo! So, anywho, I was like, yeah. I was like, so, like, what is the, like, what are the limits and all this, me trying to be mature and shit from the shit that I Googled on Google. I'm like, what's the limits? What are the do's and don'ts? And what exactly do you all want or whatever? And he was like, well, she likes being choked. She likes being slapped and, like, her hair pulled. And I have these cuffs or whatever that go just directly on my balls or whatever, and I like them squeezed. I like he had like this electric nipple thing where he put them on his nipples and it shocked him or whatever. Like, this man was okay. So he had stuff like that. He liked stuff like that. He had chains. He had a bed of needles, y'all. So I was like, okay. I was like, so this. I was like, I don't want to kill you. He was like, you're not gonna kill me. Like, this, you're not gonna kill me. Like, I have a safe word, and this was all the stuff. And I was like, okay, I read safe word, and I was like, okay, so well, I can do it. I was like, I was gonna call off work. I called off work. Whatever. My mama dropped me off at work, and he came pick me up, or whatever. Him and his wife, or whatever. They stay in this big ass, beautiful ass house out in Arlington, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this is nice. So, like, they had a whole dungeon, a complete dungeon. So the experience was exactly how I looked at it on YouTube, right? So I was like, oh, okay. So they had these whips, these chains. They had beds. He had a bed of needles. He had rocks, hot rocks that you walk on or whatever. He had that. He had like these chain bed. It was a chain bed that was like, it was like chains from here. And then it was like, if women, when you at the doctor's office, or men, shoot, y'all, I'm sure y'all got kids or whatever, but when you at the doctor's office and they put your legs up on the stands, like put your legs up on the stands and shit, and open your legs up and do a pap smear, they had that, but it locked onto your legs, like it had cuffs on the end of them, right? So I was like, okay. So then that's when the wife was like, well, I like this being done to me, and I'll call you. So they used to call me Mrs. Dumb, right? Because I didn't have a name. Because this is my first time. So they was just like Mrs. Dumb type shit. I wasn't married, but they called me that. So then we got into character, whatever. She was just telling me, well, she wasn't telling me nothing. She was just, well, she told me everything that she liked and what she didn't like. And they would guide me through the process or whatever. So then I just started getting more comfortable. We were drinking. They did drugs or whatever. And I was like, okay, alright, cool. Like, this is what we doing. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do no drugs. I drink a little bit though. Like, I drink a little bit. So he was like, okay, cool. And that's when I think I was just really drunk. And then I told him out of the blue, I was just like, eat my pussy. And he was like, eat my pussy now. Like, eat my pussy right now. And he got down, started eating my pussy, whatever. And that's when I told her to lick my toes. And, like, they were doing it. When I saw that they were getting into formation, it, like, made me excited to know that, oh, shoot. Like, I got control of this situation, right? Like, I got control of this. So they really gonna do whatever the fuck I tell them to do. So then I was like, go to the room or whatever. And he took off all his clothes. And I had got the cuffs or whatever, tied him up. I tied him up, I tied her up, but she was just chained or whatever, but she was like chained, bent over, because I had these paddles and I was paddling her, baby. Her pussy was so wet, boy. Woo! I was like, oh my goodness, this is the life. And he was like really, really turned on. Like, I was like, dang, his dick hard or whatever, because first of all, we did not physically fuck or whatever. Like, I was like making her fuck him and all that. Like, I was literally like the director in the middle of a porn scene type shit. So, like, they didn't physically touch me because I can't think of, I don't know. I can't say what I won't do, but raw meat for me right now is not for me. So I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing it. But they, they were fucking between each other. But I would say like jacking the mouth and slapping her and squeezing his balls. He was in my pussy, like stuff like that. Like, we was doing stuff like that. She was sucking his dick, choking, gagging, all that, throwing up, everything. It was the whole 9 yards. But this was like an amazing ass experience. But it was also weird because this was my first time, right? So I was like, okay. After that, they paid me cash or whatever. I'm so glad my mama had made me a bank account or whatever. So I put the money in the bank, but I put it in my savings account because my mama could see my checking account, but she couldn't see my savings account or whatever. So I put it in my savings account, and I was just like pinching off of it here and there. But then I was like, bro, I got to get me a car. But then funds was like, low, whatever. So I had to get shit for college. I had to get all this shit. So that shit ran out fast. And me being young, I was like, fuck it. I don't need no car when I was like, all right, give me a car when I get up there because I got me a job up here. I can give me a car when I get up there. I wasn't thinking about that. I was like, give me some hair, give me some clothes, all that, baby. All, the whole nine. I ain't give a fuck. So, yeah, that's how I got started. And then when I started, after I finished with them or whatever, of course they called me back. We was doing it like a couple more times or whatever. They was still paying me. Same amounts I was seeing money. I never said this to my sisters, none of that. But I was literally seeing money, but I didn't know how to tell my mama how I was getting the money. So I was just spending that shit. I'm so mad I blew through that shit. But now I think I want to do it again. So if you're watching this, email me at WhatsYourYumPodcast at gmail.com if you want the dumb experience. Because I got you. So anyways, but they were still paying me or whatever. And so when I did them, they told they swinger friends, and then they wanted me to dominate them, and they started introducing me to more police officers and shit like that. Police officers, lawyers, doctors. I was like, fuck, like this is really fucking happening right now. So it was just like I had to make it seem like I was still working or whatever. Like I was going to work, like I had a little night job or whatever. Then I was like, I'm gonna give me a second job. So I was just trying to make some money, stack some money up, and So then after experiencing all that or whatever, I simmered down once I got in college or whatever, because that's when me and my baby daddy started talking. And I was trying to do right and shit like that, but bullshit. I should have kept going. I should have fucking kept going, because I was buying hair after chain, y'all. Hair, clothes, shit for my dorm, refrigerators, TVs, like for my dorm, my apartments, and I was like, oh my goodness, still no car. Had me a bike. I got me a bike though, because I didn't have my driver's license yet either though. Yeah, I didn't have my driver's license yet either, so it was just like, oh my goodness, I didn't know how to maneuver around it, because I didn't know how to tell my mama I made some money. What I'm gonna say, I won the lottery? That's what I fucking should have said. But anywho, I ran through that money, and I was with my baby daddy, whatever. I stopped for a little bit. Then I started back when I was working at the bank or whatever. I started back, shit. It's out now. Me and my baby daddy ain't together no more. I was cheating on my baby daddy. And not even really, well, yeah, I was cheating on my baby daddy, but I was bringing in money from this shit. And because I met another sugar daddy at the bank or whatever. And that started flowing in. I was like, shit, let me just, make this shit shake. Because now I got a baby. I got this, I got that, baby. I'm finna make this shit shake. I'm going to save, give me a car, got me a car. We was just going on with the motherfucking thing, shit. Fuck it. It's out now. But anywho, that's how I got started with being a dumb, right? So it's just like, I don't know, because it was fun. It was a good experience, very fun experience. But now I feel like I want to be in a swingers group. That's my next goal, to be in a swingers group. Like, I got some current friends or whatever that was like trying to get me introduced to the lifestyle. I'm just still kind of skeptical about it, because I really don't think I'm really skeptical about it. I just don't be having time. But I think I need to make time, because I really want to be in a swinger group, and I want to be a unicorn. Even if I don't be like in a relationship or whatever. Like, I love for my partner, I love to have a partner who also swings, because that shit just be fun as fuck. Like, because Boo thing, like, he want to do threesomes and shit like that, but he's territorial or whatever. So it's just like hard to just be like, okay, let's go into a swingers group or whatever. Like, what you go fuck, but is his little pussy, so he don't want to see nobody in his little pussy. But that's why I was like, it's fine. Like, I'll be a unicorn. Like, it's no biggie or whatever. But, you know, not my age. So, yeah. Dessert. I'll say, for dessert, try to at least once be a sub or dom if you haven't already. Try it just one time and just see how you like it or whatever. You got to be open-minded while doing this. Open-minded, but you got to make sure you pick your role wisely, bitch. Because if you don't, you'll be like, I didn't like he was smacking me too hard, or I didn't like he was doing this. Because people really be talking about how they like to have it being done, but then when it's being done, they don't fucking like it. And I don't like that. Because now, bitch, then you just say you want this tongue twisted 3000 with a slappy twisted whisk. Yeah, bitch, here go the slappy twisted whisk. You know what I'm about? So now you got to be open-minded when it comes to that type of lifestyle. Because BDSM is not something to just, I mean, it is something to play with. You having fun. It's roles. It's doing this, fetishes, all this. You know, like, you're just experiencing more sex in different ways to have sex. And I love it so much. It's just something about it. I just like it. Like, if I could, I'd go get all the prettiest bitches and let every last one of them sit on my face. Just like that. Just like that. And all them fine ass men, just let them fuck me. Just like that. Just like that. Next episode. That's going to be next episode. But I want it. Like, I love sex. I like watching people have sex. I like seeing people take. I love it. I love to see it. You know what I'm saying? But you do have to have open-minded when it comes to being a sub or a dom, right? So, yeah. Just try it. Get a little sweetie-weetie up in that joint. Like, spice it up just a little bit. Spice it up. Just tell them, like, babe, I want you to be in control tonight. And I want you to do this. Like, do what you like. You know, have these open conversations of what they like. Because it brings more intimacy into the bedroom. Or outside of the bedroom. Like, anywhere, you know. So, I think that'll be pretty nifty. I think that'll be really, really nifty. Try that. Alright? So make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification button, so you'll know when I post. Make sure you comment down below. Like if you like it. Dislike if you hate it. And leave a comment. Also, if you have more topics that you want me to talk about, email me, comment, follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. I'm going to start trying to be more active on TikTok for you. On Twitter for you guys. And Onlyfans. I tried to stay on the Onlyfans, but Ayefantasydream. Look that up. Ayefantasydream. That's me. So, yeah, like, hit me up whatever kind of topics you want me to talk about. Email me, inbox, whatever. However you want to get in touch with me. You know what I'm talking about? I'll talk about it or whatever. And ladies, make sure you hit the link below for your cat. For that cat. So we have boric acid suppositories. We have apple cider vinegar pills. Vitamins. Lubrication pills, arousal pills. The official box owner. Make sure you use my referral code so they know that you got it from me. And also the brand, Let.It.melanate. We letting our culture move forward through sex, through life, through marriage, through friendships, relationships, through success, assets, financial, everything. Make sure you cop a shirt from the brand, Let.It.melanate, because are you culturally responsible? Okay. Just making sure. If you are, make sure you get you a shirt, right? And, yeah. I think that's it for today. So, what's your yum? Tell it to me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Pleasure. Oh, shit. Love. Oh, shit. Pain. Oh, shit. What's your yum, baby?